Michael Keaton's Batman confirmed for the Flash movie alongside a potential cameo for Grant Gustin's The Flash in Ezra Miller's Flashpoint movie. So let's break all of that down. Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on the Flash movie. And this has to be the craziest news that has to come up so far related to this movie. Now, yes, as you guys would have read by the title, Michael Keaton's Batman is confirmed to be appearing in the Flash movie. So I'll be talking about all of that, but also I will be going over the possibility of Grant Gustin's Flash of the Arrowverse potentially having a cameo in this movie as well. So before I go over all of that, however, you guys be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more DC content coming your way. Now, the way Michael Keaton announced that he was Batman just, honestly brought chills. He said he just like two things to say: I'm Batman. It was just awesome hearing that. For those who don't know when Michael Keaton was Batman, he was Batman in 1989 alongside, Jack Nicholson's Joker and other things like that. And he did have pretty cool movies as well. The thing with this version of Batman that Keaton will be playing is similar to Nick Fury in the MCU. So he will make multiple appearances in DC movies, which is so cool because we won't be seeing him once, we'll be seeing him a lot of times. Now, one appearance that he is reported to make outside of the Flash movie is the Batgirl movie that's still in development. I didn't know that they were still going for the Batgirl movie. I thought they just scrapped it, but yeah, it turns out that they're still going for it, and honestly I don't mind it. Now, as I said in my previous Flash videos, don't be surprised in the slightest if we do see a Flashpoint Batman, because he does have a very crucial part in the Flashpoint comics. So this leads me to believe that Michael Keaton could be potentially playing Thomas Wayne in the Flash movie, which is just really goddamn cool. But then there is this synopsis type thing which explains what will be going down in this movie, and by the looks of it, it doesn't look to be Michael Keaton playing Thomas Wayne, but instead his version of Bruce Wayne. So this is what the synopsis goes like. Barry Allen travels back in time to stop the Reverse Flash from killing his mother. In doing so, he creates an alternate timeline called Flashpoint with major changes to this timeline. So this is pretty much what Flashpoint is, but then this is the interesting part. He creates another universe protected by Michael Keaton's Batman, 30 years older. Now, by the looks of this, it looks like what Barry does doesn't only affect the Earth that he's in, but affect the entire multiverse, which is pretty interesting. The thing about this is that, he basically, breaks the timeline, which is what happens in the Flashpoint comics. But yeah, as it turns out, he's going to be breaking the entire multiverse, which is pretty interesting. However, by how things are reported, this allows you to believe that the Flash will actually be hopping across the multiverse. So it could also be that the Flash will travel to Michael Keaton's Earth, and then that's how we see him and how he protects other universes. Now, in Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1, you would remember that we actually saw Michael Keaton's Earth 89, get destroyed, and since the multiverse has been restored due to Oliver Queen, it would be cool to see the changes we have for that Earth if we do see Barry travel to Earth 89, or would it be that this Batman will also be multiverse hopping? We don't know. But here's another cool thing behind it. Now, how I think this will play out is pretty similar to the comics, where Barry notices that he's probably screwed up so badly, he's trying to look for Bruce Wayne, but he finds out that Bruce Wayne isn't on his Earth, so that results him to having to multiverse hop, and eventually encounters Michael Keaton's Batman and he assists him in like whatever he needs, just like what Thomas Wayne does in the comics. Or it could be that Michael Keaton's Batman is actually on the Ezra Miller Flash's Earth, and then they start multiverse hopping and try to figure out how they could solve this issue. So basically, I think Michael Keaton's Batman role will be pretty similar to how Thomas Wayne's Batman is, just instead of him being Thomas Wayne, he will still be Bruce Wayne from Earth 89. But here's another cool thing behind this. Since we will see the Flash hop between worlds, is it now Ezra Miller Flash's turn to meet our Grant Gustin Flash by traveling to Earth Prime as a cameo? So this is how it could play out. Barry notices that he's messed up, and he remembers that he's met another speedster before who may possibly be able to help. So we cut to Earth Prime, and we see Grant Gustin's Flash running, or maybe trying to stop a crime or something. And eventually we can have Ezra's Flash asking Grant Gustin's Flash for help and what he could do, because we know that Arrowverse Flash has already done Flashpoint many years back, so the Flash season 3, and that could just be awesome. And maybe the reason why Grant Gustin's Flash doesn't tag along with Ezra's Flash is because obviously that he has his own threats to stop. So Ezra Miller's Flash will still have to go alone, and then that results him to having to find Bruce Wayne, because this speedster is pretty much unavailable. That cameo would just be awesome. And it's not like it hasn't happened before. We had Grant Gustin's Flash meet Ezra Miller's Flash in Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 4, where we had both Flashes meet each other in the Speed Force, and they're all like confused, they're like, how's this happening and stuff. Then we had Grant Gustin's Flash actually give Ezra Miller, Barry Allen, the name The Flash. And it was just awesome, and it was so shocking seeing those two on screen. So since Ezra Miller has made an appearance in the Arrowverse, I think it's about time that Grant Gustin makes a cameo in the DC Extended Universe. Now, the reason to why I think they're doing the multiverse travel instead of just one specific timeline change is because of the fact that they need some way to connect the universes together. Or it could be that the Earth DCEU may be in trouble since Ben Affleck's Batman left, and they can't introduce Robert Pattinson's Batman before the timeline has been broken. So simply doing multiverse travel can result to the Flash exploring other Earths, so we won't have a main focus on the DCEU Earth. So what I mean by this is when Barry notices that he screwed up the timeline, he will obviously try to look for Bruce Wayne after he looks for that other speedster. And then when he tries looking for Ben Affleck's Batman, he notices that he's gone. He doesn't exist anymore. So that's going to actually have to result him to hop between Earths. And then towards the end of this movie, when Barry restores the timeline back to normal, we will be having Robert Pattinson's Batman actually ending up on Earth DCEU, and that will be our DCEU Batman. That's how I think it will play out. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.